the panel discussion yesterday.
Right.
How did that go? Any good takeaways? Questions?
I think it was a overall good presentation. Just because we got a lot of questions.
Right.
At the end, the presentation was on basically mobility of tech employees. So if you're moving from one job to another, what do you have to do as a tech employee to make sure you don't get sued?
Right.
For taking trade secrets or for breaching a non-compete. What's the employer have to do, just to make sure that their employee isn't taking stuff that they shouldn't be taking.
Right.
Had a lot of questions afterwards of younger folks in their career coming up and saying, hey, I think I signed a non-compete at some point early on when I started. Is that really a problem? And basically, yes, it can be if you never read the agreement, right?
Right. Is that a trend we're seeing? Are we seeing more and more non-competes basically for like a general level, or is it still? Because I remember back in the day, it was pretty much like VPs and above would get kind of non-competes, but like a lot of the low engineers didn't. Are we seeing like a trend where it's kind of pushing down now, and employers are kind of giving everybody non-competes, or
I wouldn't
those
say,
kind of contracts?
I wouldn't say necessarily everybody, but it's a wider population, I think, now, because the space is so competitive for talent.
Right.
Right. It's hard to get good employees.
And everybody swaps a lot now.
Right.
I think is
right.
a trend.
Folks that are young in their career are looking for career enhancement, career advancement, and if they're tied up with a non-compete, it can be more difficult to move.
Right. Anything you see from because you guys do a bunch of IP protection type stuff like that.
Right.
Any trends you're seeing in the industry for IP? Is it getting harder to kind of patent? Is it getting easier, or is it because the space is so complex that it's kind of? Is it still? I'm assuming it's still also a super long process now.
So I'll give you the typical lawyer answer.
Okay.
Of it depends.
Right.
Right. So for stuff that is strictly software implemented, it's really, really difficult to patent these days. In 2014, there was a big Supreme Court case that kind of clamped down on software patents.
Right.
To just really raise the bar for what it takes to patent software. But, in the cyber realm, we've got lots of infrastructure innovation.
Right.
Physical.
The box.
Physical elements, right? And so if you've got some physical elements that use software as an element, things like network infrastructure,
right?
That is still patentable. And because we've got so much innovation in the field, folks are patenting stuff in that area all the time. Also, IoT, Internet of Things, is a system of different pieces that are communicating with one another via software. All of that stuff is patentable. So it really depends on what the specific innovation is.
Right.
But yeah, we keep seeing lots of innovation, lots of people patenting.
You got any tips, tricks for like the CIO, CISO, or anybody in the C-suite that's kind of looking if they should patent it or they shouldn't? Any tips to kind of guide them in the right direction for getting started and stuff like that?
Yeah, so one of the key points is you got to address it early. If you let the cat out of the bag, if you start publicly using or selling whatever the thing is, whatever the new innovation is, you're barring yourself from being able to obtain patent protection in most jurisdictions across the globe outside of the United States. And in certain circumstances, you could be barring yourself from obtaining patent protection in the U.S., and at a minimum, you're starting a 1-year clock in which to get to the patent office and file an application. So one of the key issues is you've got to do the evaluation early on to figure out, is this something that we want to move forward with patenting? And then the second biggest issue is, if it's something that you're really looking to patent, you gotta weigh the give and take of the patent system. In order to get a patent, you have to submit basically an engineering specification that details how to make and use the invention. So if your secret sauce is embodied in a special algorithm that you don't want the public to know, but that's what implements your invention, then you don't want to go the patent route, because you're telling the world,
Here's
exactly how to do it. And if you get a patent, great. You've got a term of 20 years from filing the application where you can block other people from doing it.
Right.
But if you don't get a patent and you file the application, then the world knows it, and you've lost the edge.
Interesting. Yeah. Do you guys do any work with acquisitions and things like that and transferring IP between?
Oh yeah, all the time.
Any trends in that? It seems to be a trend. The big boys are all buying up the young, and I assume patents play a huge role in that valuation and things like that.
Absolutely, yeah. Patents and trade secrets. And so one of the things that my team will do in an M&A transaction is handle the IP due diligence, right? So it's a matter of going through, looking at the patent assets that the company that's being acquired has,
right.
Making sure everything was done as it was supposed to be done, making sure that it's all titled properly, that the company that says they own it actually owns it, and that the stuff covers what they say it covers.
Nice.
So yeah, there's lots of activity in M&A.
Nice. Anything you've seen around BlackHat? Have you walked the floor yet?
No, I haven't.
Oh, interesting. It's
so yeah, I haven't walked the floor, but just from the people that we met yesterday in the presentation, it's a pretty diverse group.
Yes.
Lots of people that are way smarter than I am.
Yeah. Did you go to any of the other talks? Or
no, I haven't.
Oh, okay.
Yet.
No worries.
So that's my afternoon.
All right. You're done for the day then.
That's right.
Awesome. Perfect. All right. Well, I appreciate the time. Thank you so much. It was great talking.
Absolutely.
Thanks.